Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode, Nation of Conversation. I'm your boy Champ. As always, got my dog Grind Time in the building, man. What it do?
Man, what a coincidence. You wearing a New York Jets hat and I'm wearing a Pittsburgh hat. What a
Yeah,
goddamn coincidence, man.
man.
And I ain't
Look,
even no Pittsburgh fan. For the followers out there, I'm not a Pittsburgh fan by any means. I'm just sporting a hat. I like the hat.
yeah, man. That was well, speaking of that, they beat us 34-32 with a damn 62-yard field goal at the end, man. It's tough sledding, we just gonna find a way to lose, it seemed like. Too many penalties once again. I think it was like 15 penalties, over 100 yards in penalties. Um, then we had that costly fumble at the end when Pittsburgh started to roll in the fourth quarter, gave it up. They got a quick score, and then they just couldn't. Then you see Jalen Ramsey break up the ball from. He put a lick on Garrett, made him cough the ball up. They was trying to drive and get back down to field goal position, but hats off. I'm not gonna lie, that was the best game I've seen Justin Fields play in the NFL. So if this is the floor and we can only get better from this, I'm cool with it. I haven't seen us put up 32 in a minute. So offense was looking good. Garrett Wilson did his thing. Brees Hall did his thing. Justin Fields played good. No interceptions, no turnovers. Except, like I said, he didn't turn the ball over, but I don't know. uh, it's just like look like the defense still need to come along. Like they're just basically they're just playing away from Sauce Gardner the whole time. The other cornerbacks was out there getting cooked all night. It was just we didn't get no pressure to Aaron Rodgers. So I mean, if we can tighten that up and get back to playing a little bit better defense, because last year defense was bad also. But if we can get back to before that, some type of competitiveness on that side, I think we'll be okay. Uh, but uh, but I'm gonna give Aaron Rodgers props. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm glad I beat anybody on the Jets because a lot of people thought that I couldn't play no more." I mean, well, it was the tape that you was putting out. I mean, that's why they brought you over here because you could throw 4 touchdowns and do whatever. You were supposed to be able to do that. That's what you did your whole career. But when you got over here, you couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. But like I said, you got back to your farm, and then we was talking about the other day. It could just be the New York Jets QB curse. You just get over here, and it's just the shit just don't go right. But
No, I'll take my hats off to the New York Jets. That was a great performance, even though they got the L, but I can't even lie, they look good. Putting up them many points. I didn't expect that from the New York Jets. Justin Field, he had a solid game. He was moving the ball. Garrett Wilson, he was doing what he was supposed to do, and the offense was moving. I actually like they were playing like an up tempo offense. I like
yeah,
that, and I'm not used to seeing the Jets put up 32 points, so I'm gonna take that in consideration for the next football games they got. And hey, if they can keep this up, play like this, the Jets got a chance to make the playoffs for sure, for damn sure. As far as Pittsburgh Steelers, yeah, it's a good win for them. Like Aaron Rodgers said, I don't know if he feel kind of salty about the departure he had. What do you say? I feel good for beating everybody that was associated with the New York Jets organization. I'm like, wow. So
yeah.
he's kind of salty about the departure over there, but you know,
Yeah, because Aaron Glenn, when Aaron Glenn got there, he straight up told Aaron like, "Nah, we're not going forward with you." Like, you know, and so that's what that came from. I mean, be like, but look, I mean, you didn't play well. Like I said, of course you can, but you didn't play well last year. So it was like, look, we're trying to go in a
yeah,
different direction, trying to get more athletic, get
right, right.
younger.
You got to move on. Then you got to look at his age and his that injury he just had the year before that. I mean, you can't keep going forward with your franchise with that type of player. Even though he's one of the greatest to suit up in NFL history, but he's aging. So I don't blame the New York Jets for moving on.
Yeah. But
But
we got
good
today
win for
Buffalo Bills.
Pittsburgh and New York Jets future. I'm excited that they played well yesterday. So I'm kind of curious to see how the season goes for them. But wish well with the New York Jets. That performance yesterday was great, even though they got the L. But it was something to put on your radar and look out for.
And then we had the damn Madden Classic last night. It looked like two people was out there just playing Madden. Baltimore, Buffalo.
Straight track meet yesterday.
Yeah, that was a classic, man. But okay, let me ask you this: do you think this was a collapse by Baltimore, or do you think this was just a tough struggle, thug it out win by Buffalo? You know what I mean? Did they just come snatch it, or did Baltimore collapse? What you think?
There's a little bit of both, in my opinion. Baltimore, they definitely had the win in their books, but I think they relaxed and they gave Buffalo the confidence to come back, and Josh Allen and that team, and they did a hell of a job coming back and winning. But they won by field goal last second. So I mean, two things we learned from this. The Baltimore Ravens, they are who they say they are on paper, and the Buffalo Bill, they still one of them teams. It's a hard out to beat. You got to keep your hand on the. You got to keep your team focusing on the task and get the win. You can't let up because you're up by like 2 touchdowns remaining late in the fourth quarter. Especially with that type of team and Josh Allen. So, it's a great win by the Buffalo Bills, but Baltimore, it just sucks the way they lose like that because I thought for sure they had the W.
Yeah, and then like I said, that was a uncharacteristic fumble by D. Hen. That kind of shook things up. But even though still they had a chance, I think they got a little bit too conservative on that last drive. Like they were just trying to run the clock out, and the Bills still had 3 timeouts. So at least they should have tried to get that first down, and then I would have went for it on that for that 4th and 3, because at that point the Bills they had all the momentum. They was rolling at that point. So I don't want to give Josh Allen the ball back no more. You know what I mean? Even still, but yeah, that was just, I didn't want the game to end. That was one of the best games I've seen in a while.
Yeah, that was a great first Sunday night game. Way to start off the kickoff in the NFL season. That was definitely a track meet there.
Yeah,
nice
they
high
sure
scoring offense.
They set the bar high. Now
yeah.
I will say this too. With Baltimore, it looked like they got a lot of first round picks. They got a lot of new cornerbacks out there. Maybe it was just the first week. Got a bunch of young guys in the secondary. They did get Zaire Alexander, but it didn't seem like they was just out there torching each other. Defenses really didn't help out on either side this game.
Yeah,
but
wasn't no defense with that score. But both sides of the teams definitely go in your film room and say, "Damn, this is what happened." Point out every mistake, because you can't do that all throughout the season. You're gonna get torched.
Oh, most definitely. But I think Baltimore going to bounce back for sure, because you said
for sure. Like I said, it's 2 things we learned. Like you just said, Baltimore will bounce back for sure. They definitely got the offense. Buffalo, it just shows who they are. Josh Allen, you can't lay down against them. You got to execute all 4 quarters with the Buffalo Bills, because they do got Josh Allen, and he's a great quarterback. So he's the MVP. So
yeah, he damn for sure played like it last night. So shouts out to them as well. Even though that's one of my conference rivals, but I show respect where it's due. Hats off.
Mm-hmm.
Then we seen some good stuff, and then we seen some bad stuff out there on the field yesterday.
Yeah.
Colts, they beat the brakes off Miami 33-8. They only got that 8, garbage time.
Yeah, that
Is
was a
Mike
shocker right
McDaniel
there to me
from
because
Mike?
I had Miami
They
for
just,
sure all over the board yesterday, so that
they just
definitely
looked
shocked
out
me.
of sorts. They just looked out of sorts all over the place. Tua looks bad. Like I said, but when you take that first read away from him, a lot of times he will struggle. Remember, I was talking about that. You take that quick first read away, because that's how he like to play. He like to know what he's gonna be doing, so he can play faster. And they have that advantage when they can play faster. But if you taking those one or second quick read away, he can have some issues. They weren't getting, Tyreek, he wasn't getting involved enough. I mean, he got a few catches, but it just wasn't enough. But also, shout
Definitely
out
wasn't enough. Look at the score.
yeah, shout out to Daniel Jones. He had a resurgence
I was just
over
about to
there.
say they lost against Daniel Jones, the
But he
guy
been
that
balling.
New York Giants gave up on, and he went over there and got the W in his first start with the Indiana Colts. That was a good win by
Yeah,
them.
yeah, he went over there. Took the starting job from Anthony Richardson. So shouts out to him. He did his thing.
Yeah, Anthony Richardson over there pouting that he should be the starter. I know it's just week one, first game, but look like Daniel Jones is in there to stay. He look like he ain't going nowhere no time soon if he plays like this.
Yeah, they look kind of solid too. Their defense look good. They might challenge the Texans for the AFC South. I
That's a
don't know, but then
possibility.
the Texans really didn't look good either. So they ended the season kind of slow and lackluster, and then they came out and laid an egg too. Yeah, that I don't know.
I mean, I won't necessarily say they didn't look good. It was just a good defensive battle game. The Rams, they executed towards the end and won, 14-9. I won't necessarily say they didn't look good because it was a defensive game. I watched
Well,
like majority
I
of that
would just
second
say
half of
the
that game there.
offense. Yeah, the defense,
Yeah.
but I'm saying offensively they didn't look too potent. Yeah, they couldn't do
Yeah.
nothing.
Like I said, week one jitters, I think they'd be all right too for what I seen. I don't see no problem with the Houston Texans. I think they'd be cool for the season.
Yeah.
But I did learn a lot about the Los Angeles Rams. They're gonna be a tough out.
Yeah, I called them to win that division. I
Yeah.
said they can win the division. Yeah, so
Hmm.
yeah, Matt Stafford, he's still gonna be, he one of the last gunslingers left. So he gonna sling it. And Puka Nakua, they got Devontae Adams over there. Said they got a cool running game. They can keep the game down. They can win some games. They can get rolling. Then you get Stafford in the playoffs. It's a toss up. Anything can happen at that point.
Right. And he just eclipsed 60,000 yards too. Shout out to Matthew Stafford. He's in their class with the top quarterbacks getting 60,000 yards. I mean, he's a gunslinger.
Yeah, that's like he the fifth one to do it, right? Or fourth.
No, he's in the top 10. He just cracked the top 10. So so obviously he's the 10th or something like that.
I thought they said like the fifth, but
No, it's still like 10 or 9 or something like that. They got 60,000 yards or better.
Oh, okay. But yeah, shouts out to Matt. Yeah, he gonna sling it. He gonna sling that rock. Cam Ward, he was playing good, against Denver. That was a good test for your rookie debut. You going up against Denver defense. He was holding his own, but too many drops by receivers. You can't win like that. So, but shouts out to Cam Ward too. Yeah, he put a little solid performance in. He didn't look rattled. He looked poised, like he ready to be in the NFL for a long time here as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, can't worry. He looks solid. I mean, I will say this: it's a good loss. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a bad loss because I didn't expect them to be that competitive with the Denver Broncos. That was a good defensive battle early. It was a field goal fest early. Um, yeah, Tennessee, they might be one of them teams that can sneak and get one of them wild cards, but that is to remain to be seen. But yeah, Cam Ward did a good job his first game. Bo Nix, he did what he needed to do. He started what he started last year, and he's coming into the season getting the first win of the season. So good win for the Broncos first week. Um, yeah, and them Tennessee Titans, they covered at 8.5 too by that hook.
Yeah, I seen that
Yeah,
too.
so
Ooh.
I'm like, damn, all them picks we said yesterday morning, like shit, the motherfuckers came through. I think shit from all my picks yesterday, I think I went like I want to say like 8-2, and then put a not one damn ticket in. I'm not gonna be one of them cats on the show. Yeah, I did 8-0 yesterday. I didn't put them in. You know, that's how I go sometimes. I wanted to see
Yeah,
how week one goes. I was just doing predictions yesterday on the scores and so I did all right though. But yeah, we would have came out off top yesterday.
yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing. Like, damn, should have went on ahead and
Yeah,
put something in.
I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Oh yeah, I killed the books yesterday. I ain't do it. I ain't get my ass up. I ain't even put it in. Like I said, I really don't like betting on week one.
Okay. Do you? Well, okay. We got Caleb Williams and the Vikings tonight. Who you got?
Mm, tough one. Tough one there because if the Minnesota Vikings still had Sam Darnold, I'll be rolling with them. But they got JJ McCarthy coming in. And that's the only reason why I'm kind of like scared because I don't know how he's gonna look. You know, this is his first NFL start. So but they drafted him to be the man of the franchise and today he gets a shot. And I will say Caleb Williams, I know he's a gunslinger too. They weren't far off in being a great team as far as what I seen last year. So I don't know, it's a tough one. But I might give the slight edge to Minnesota based off of last year. The only thing that's scaring me about Minnesota is the quarterback. I want to see what he could do and how he's gonna look. But I'm just gonna give a real slight edge to Minnesota. But it won't shock me if the Chicago Bears come out and get the W tonight.
Yeah. They started at toward the end. They started playing a little. They had a little bit better line play. So if they can come in with this season like that, during the preseason they had looked like they played a little bit better on the line of scrimmage as well. So if they can do that, they'll be all right. I actually got the Bears to win. So if they can keep that going, yeah, just protect them. Let them get the ball to the targets, and then I think they'll be all right.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just giving a slight edge to Minnesota based on last year. Just a slight, real slight. Like, won't shock me if Chicago Bears get the Monday night win tonight.
And then what happened with Russ? He was playing good all in the preseason, and they got out there, and then that offensive line again reared its ugly head. They couldn't block a phone number.
Hmm. Yeah. Giants let me down, man. They
They
let
couldn't
Washington
block
cover
a
that
phone number.
spread. That was one of my losses because I did have the Giants. What was it, +6, I think?
Yeah,
And I
and I
think
expected,
Washington barely covered that.
yeah, and I expected them to play better than that. They defense looked like they was gonna be better, and it didn't look right out there. So, but looks
Yeah.
like again they still didn't address the offensive line like they told people that they did. It didn't. It still doesn't look functional up there. And if you can't do nothing right there, the damn engine blowing, I can't go nowhere. I need my
Hmm.
engine. The damn car ain't going nowhere. But how long you gonna think before they put Jackson Dart in? You think they're gonna go ahead and pull him for this next game? Like, all right, Russ, we paid you $10 million for one game. Go ahead,
Uh,
and
I
chill
think
out.
Russ still got another solid 4 or 5 weeks, at least 5 games. I'm gonna say at least 5 games before they think about consideration of putting in Dart. But yeah, if you don't get no W's real soon, they definitely gonna make the switch, and which I don't blame them because you drafted that quarterback to be your next franchise quarterback. So put him in there. Russ is what on a 1 year deal,
Yeah.
10 million. I mean, hey, if you want him to perform, of course the objective is to get wins, but if he ain't out there performing, you gotta go. Gotta go. And then like bad quarterback play, they also look at the head coach, and put the head coach on the hot seat. And plus, he's already on the hot seat over there. So
Okay, let me ask you this then. So, do you go ahead? Do you go since he's on the hot seat? Do you go ahead and put him in there, or do you don't want to lose your job by you keeping
mm,
Russ in until week 8 and
I,
y'all 2-6 and the season is
nah,
over?
it's still early. It's still early. I mean, even though they lost, but it wasn't a bad loss like that. It's not like they got blowed out. You feel me? So it just didn't go their way towards the end. But I still stick with Russ for a couple more games. I won't just like throw him in there. I mean, dart in there just now. I won't panic. It ain't time to hit the panic button just yet. I mean, you still got Russell Wilson, the Super Bowl champion, all them good years in Seattle, and he did have a solid year in Pittsburgh. As far as stat wise, 1 year what I seen, and yeah, I won't just throw the towel in on them yet. It's still early, and like I say, that Washington loss wasn't bad like that. It wasn't like they got out there embarrassed.
Was a divisional loss though, and
Yeah,
also
so
them count for 2. So, but okay, so you said you're giving them about 5 games. If
yeah,
you
about
would,
5 games.
okay, okay,
Yeah,
and then
run that
another.
week 5, week 6 mark. If it's still 0-4, 0-5, or 1-4 or something, then I might consider like, all right, this ain't working, Russ. It's time to go ride the pine, man, and be a mentor.
Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, it wasn't looking real nice. Like I said, it was only 1 week. Of course, everybody got to have their overreactions. It was only the first week. That's all we got to judge on. But yeah,
All right.
if it keeps like this, I just see a whole bunch of trouble in the Big Apple. Goddamn.
Man, if you any type of New York football fan, Jets or Giants, I know you got to be goddamnly depressed. I can't say nothing about the Giants. They made the playoffs a couple years ago, so
Yeah, they've
it's
had
just that
more recent success than
right.
most.
They got
Yeah,
more reason to celebrate or be happy about something. That New York Jets franchise, man, ooh. But like I said, future's bright for them. What I seen yesterday.
now, speaking of hot seats, what about Mike McDaniel on Miami? You think he looked like he done lost the locker room? Looked like they done lost respect for
Yeah, that
him.
performance there. Oh yeah, that might been it might have just lit up the grill, man. It's on fire now after that performance yesterday. So, ooh, yeah,
But
that
if
wasn't a
you're
good performance by the Miami Dolphins. I didn't expect that because I had Miami all the way. I can't even lie about that one. But yeah, his fire has started. I think from week 1 with that performance. They better go in the second week and correct it. They can't go in and get blowed out like that again. If so, we
right,
might see an early
so
firing.
or what do you think about if? What do you think they think Tyreek is a problem? Do you see them getting off of him, or maybe take a return back to Kansas City? They surely need him right now. Xavier Worthy out for an extended period of time. Rashee Rice not going to be back to the 6th week. They didn't sign D Hop. He went over to Baltimore. They looking thin over there.
Uh, I don't think he's a problem. I just think the team just struggled first game. Like I say, we'll see second game if they could bounce back and look better than that performance they did against the Indiana Colts. I mean, that shit was atrocious right there. But we'll see.
I agree with you, Josh Allen. The Bills, they got the division right now. Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a Jets fan, but of course, the Bills. They're the best team in the AFC East, one of the top teams in the AFC and the NFL. So, yeah, they got that division right now. We got a long way coming. If we can just keep going in the right direction, but
Yeah, there's no question. The Bills got that division. Shit. I mean,
yeah,
you
for
got the
sure.
Patriots, Jets, and the Dolphins. It should be a
And
cakewalk for the Bills.
he
It
also
should
said
be.
that.
It should
He also
be.
said, yeah, Tua is bad. He need to go. I mean, he didn't play good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't play good, and like I was saying, yeah, if Tua you take away that first read or that second quick look, that little dump off, he start looking like a deer in the headlights. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
I think they
He
overpaid.
definitely on this. Get rid of that ball because he definitely don't want to take no more hits. If he
Which
take a hit, his ass might be done.
I totally get that too. Yeah, you don't want to get no concussion. So
Oh yeah, he get another concussion. He might well announce his retirement the next day
yeah. But what
because
you
that
think?
shit is unhealthy and just
You
call it quits after that. If he get another concussion,
Yeah, but
you got to think about your health first in this
do you
football.
try to get some for Tyreek, or do you get rid of the coach, try to start over with the culture there, or what you do?
I mean, I keep Tyreek. I mean, he's the best overall player over there right now. Um, like I say, it might be need a coaching change. So I'm just, I mean, they better perform better than what they did yesterday. If they go out and get another L like that, like I say, Downs, he might get his walking papers
You
real
said you
early.
think it'll be a quick firing, like in season firing?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Because he had already had some speculation last year about how he was handling the team and everything. So, and this first loss in week one, that just stirring up the pot even more this season. So starting early. So, like I said, his grill has been light. He's on fire already.
So the charcoals have been good, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
the motherfucker's lit right now.
damn, Mike. Damn, Mike. Well,
Yeah.
uh, I don't
Yep.
know
But
if you.
overall, week one in the books. Of course, we got the Monday night game. It was a good week. I'm mad at week one.
I'm mad. I'm still mad that we still took the damn L, but shit.
Yeah, I
That's all
thought
we
Jets had
can.
that game for sure. So,
That's all we can do is have a damn moral victory as a Jets fan. Sometimes it's like,
oh
damn.
yeah, the 49ers squeezed out a win too against Seattle.
Yeah, and Seattle, they played terrible
Damn, I
defense
had
on
Seattle too on my goddamn. Damn, I would have made a killing yesterday. Definitely would have had to. No, I had 49ers. Yeah.
that. I'm going with the Bears. I think they might upset because I don't know what JJ McCarthy could do. I trust Jet. I know he's gonna get out there and get open, but I don't know if JJ McCarthy can get him the ball. But I'm going with the Bears.
Yeah, once again, I like the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going based off for last year team, and like I say, it won't shock me if the Chicago Bears win, but I just give the slight edge to the Minnesota Vikings based off of last year. JJ McCarthy, he do scare me a little bit because it's his first start technically in the NFL. So, but they drafted him for a reason. They like him for something. If it wasn't for him getting hurt last year, he would have been a starter. It wouldn't have been no Sam Darnold magic over there last year. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a slight edge to Minnesota, just slight. But if Chicago Bears win that game, it won't shock me.
yeah, it's a pretty much. It's two Monday night games, right? Or no?
Nah, I just won.
Okay, I thought I seen two. Okay, but yeah.
Yep. Yeah, man. What you think about these fans, man, touching these players still?
I was just about to say yeah too. Yeah, I don't know if they're what they gonna do about that. Well, I do know. Don't they did ban that fan? So that I don't.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
just
think
came out. He got banned from the Bill Stadium and all NFL stadiums. So his ass is done. He got to go. We go to a game. He have to go on with some sunglasses and a wig, probably. But
Yeah, he gonna.
I
Yeah,
don't see
he
Lamar
got
Jackson.
facial
He shouldn't get fined
recognition.
because he didn't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know. I don't
bro,
think
don't
they
touch
will.
me. Then it's a opposing team, so you don't know what their intent is. Like,
Right,
bro, don't touch me.
right. I
Simple
don't,
as
but
that.
I'm not walking. Yeah, but me, I'm not going into somebody else's fans like that. Nah, because like you said, you don't know what's going on. You don't
All
know
right, you don't know
what
what their
type.
intents are. So, I mean, Lamar Jackson, he said the right shit on the podium yesterday. He's like, "Oh, it's my bad. I should have let the security handle it." I mean, I think he was just saying that for he don't get fined. But
Yeah,
either
what you
way, the
should
NFL
have.
should look at that and be like, "Nah, it
Yeah,
really wasn't his fault because you don't know what these fans' intent is."
they're gonna start
Shit.
putting that barrier up like baseball net, so you can't touch.
Yeah,
They're gonna stop
yeah,
all that
but
Lambo
yeah,
leaping
just
and
don't
all
put your
that.
hands on me. I mean, you can shout all that negative shit and curse and do what you want to
Yeah,
do. While I'm
talk all
walking
that shit to
past,
me.
long as it
Cheer
ain't
for your
too carried
team.
away, with the B words and all that shit. But other than that, just don't touch me. Simple as that.
Look like God saying he agree with you. He said, but he's like, all you gotta do. He was like, it's fair what you said about JJ, but all you gotta do is toss it up to Jetta. He gonna be there. So I
Yeah.
agree with that too. I agree
Right,
with that
right. That's
too.
why I'm going based off of last year. They got Jefferson and the defense is not that bad. So I give the slight edge to Minnesota. But if the Chicago Bears come out and get the W, it won't shock me. And then Minnesota's only like a slight favorite tonight. I think they're only like minus a point and a half. So it's showing you that it's going both ways. It's a toss up.
Yeah, the money going on both sides. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, bro, we done ran over a little bit. I'm running late. That's I appreciate everybody rocking. Got to get back to my daily duties. You feel me? We're gonna tap in with y'all later on tonight. What you down to do another one tonight after the Monday night? I am. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
Back in the zone, man. We back. With this nation conversation, man. This your boy Champ Grind Time. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, so you can get fly with you guys when we go live now.
Please just hit the like button, show some love. Just don't view us, man. Hit the like button, show some love. That's all we're saying. I know we ain't shaking our ass. I know we ain't twerking and nothing. Just hit the like button for us, man. That's all we want.
But remember when you see that B, you know it's we, and we out.